Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, and you heard it right, we're changing the name. We're making all kinds of new changes for 2017. We're gonna do a new website, and in the new website, what we're gonna do is we're gonna design it by category, so you'll have surfboard reviews, we're gonna do wetsuit reviews, we're gonna do fin reviews, and we're just gonna try and make it more functional and simplify it so you can find exactly what you're looking for. So that's coming soon. It's gonna be surfandshow.com. I hope you guys like it. So this review's on the Biscuit Bonzer. I'm really excited about it. It's a really fun small wave board. But as you can see, I have two boards, both custom. And there's a particular reason why I went custom, but let's talk about the dims real quick. This one here is 5'4" by 19 and a half and 2 5/16, and the liters of volume is 27.3. This one is 5'5" by 19 and a quarter and 2 and a quarter, and the liters of this is 26.8. If I were to pick a stock board, I would have picked a 5'2", and the 5'2" came in at 29 liters, which is very appealing to me, and I really wanted to ride that, but here's the reason why I didn't. I switch boards so much for doing reviews. If I ride to this board for a couple weeks at 5'2", it takes me at least 3 or 4 sessions, even if the waves are good, for me to get my center back, stretch my stance back out, and you guys know how hard it is to make a change in surfing. So I stretched it out. Now, the 5'4" was super fun. I really like it now. As you get into these boards with wide point center, all the paddle power is up here, right? Which I think is really key for small waves. But then when you're surfing it and you're throwing it around, you can feel all that volume up there. So that's why the 5'2" is so appealing to me, because it'll be like a little skateboard and I can turn it real fast. So there's a fine line between that 5'2" and the 5'4". And so I really like the 5'4". I think it really helped me do what I wanted to do. So if you guys have similar difficulties like I do and you want to stretch it out, and I think it's a great idea to go a little bit bigger. On the 5'5", I just felt like, remember I was talking about all that volume up front? Well, when I was surfing, I could feel that volume, and it was, even though it had less volume, it just felt like kind of clunky out in front of me. I like the 5'4" a lot better than the 5'5". I rode both boards, but I rode the 5'4" more. It just felt better under my feet and it was more comfortable. So the Biscuit Bonzer is a remake of the original Biscuit, which I had a 5'4" as a thruster, and the 5'4", I don't remember the liters of volume it had, but when I got on it, it felt like a tank. And you know, I was riding it in some pretty decent waves, probably like 2 to 4, and I really recommend this board like 3 feet and under, because it flies. The regular or old school Biscuit or the Biscuit Bonzer. But one thing I think Channel Islands nailed real well in the stock dims is that I believe they have it that shorter is better on this board. I don't think that you want to err on this side with the board being too long. If your liters are like 30 or 33, look at the stock dims and try and keep it on the shorter side rather than erring on the longer side. So I think you'll really be happy with that. So I want to have a little look at the concaves and the rocker here. We've got a very low entry, very low exit. As you can see, the board's really flat, and it's got tons of concaves going in here, so the board's super fast. Now, I don't really want to get into this concave and its functionality because it's pretty trick, but I want to refer you to the Bonzer 5 shelter review I did. That was with Malcolm Campbell, and the CI website with Britt Merrick and Malcolm talking about the Biscuit Bonzer. He goes into water flow, functionality, why the fins have so much cant, and what the purpose for that is. And he's talking about when you put it on a rail, the fin like this, it actually gets the board straight up and down on the fin, and it just sets the rail and it drives through turns. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's how it feels when it's under my feet. One of the things I do want to talk about though is the center fin. So when you purchase the Biscuit Bonzer or the Bonzer 5 shelter, they both come with a 6.5-inch Bonzer fin, so it's a custom made for this particular board, and they recommend you set it at 5 3/4, and that's a good starting point. You can move it up and back and play around with it, but get used to the board at 5 3/4, and then when you move it around, you'll notice the subtle changes and how the board accelerates and turns and pivots faster. So I really enjoyed that. I had played with it at 6 for a little while, and it was great, super fast, but it seemed like it turned a little bit sharper, and it was fun. So all in all, I think that the Biscuit Bonzer is a great summer board. If you guys are looking for a new small wave groveler, I think you'll be stoked on the Biscuit Bonzer. And what a great collaboration with Channel Islands and the Campbell brothers. So that's my review on the Biscuit Bonzer. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys like the show, subscribe. You can also follow me on Surf and Show, and you'll know exactly what I'm working on and all the different reviews that are coming. And keep an eye out for the new website, surfandshow.com. Take care. Bye-bye.
Live like you said.